a single cough. Try again. Single cough plot that can chat shit. Apparently I do. Just a fucking plot charter again. Okay. How many miles? Let's see now. Sure, why not? Flying around the big dark space, think I'm gonna shit myself.
Drive charging.
It's already a discovered system, but has everything within said system been discovered? That is the question. Let's have a gander. Hopefully, yeah. Let's see. Let's fucking see. 19 bodies. System's been busy. Killed a lot of people. Yeah, of course it's not. Nice. Okay, where should we start? Start pinging me some systems. Some systems. What's it called? Bodies. Big bodies. Big bodies. Bodies everywhere. Okay, so give me something good. Give me something shiny. I said 3 fucking barrels plus signals right now. We're getting ready to jump around. Never looking back here ever again, fuck that. Not a chance. Takes way too long sometimes to find a correct partner. Look at Roger. Why would you do that? Let's get these pinged up. So it's just behind you now, eh?
System scan complete.
I like it when they're close. I hate it when they're putting distance. It's good. Fun journey though. Fun journey. Unless you gotta carry it and then cheat really.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Oh well. Gone and got my mind on this one.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Sure.
Fuel scooping. System scan complete. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Spaceman, I always wanted to go into space. Now I'm on
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
getting close to what I'm saying.
4, 3, 2,
Not sure what that
1. Engage.
is. That's the great mystery though, eh? He who finds rocks will cross his pants, right? That's how it goes, I believe. Oh, I don't even need to go into here, see if there's... Holy shit. Okay. 4, 6, 4. No, we're 23, so yeah. Got some pingage to be doing here. Ping, vertical, ping, vertical. Come on. Finishing up. Nope. Going to like 10 live signals. That's not crazy. fucking Wi-Fi in this entire system.
System scan complete.
Alright.
Frameshift drive charging.
Still heading towards it. Like, and it's getting bigger as well, being I'm getting fucking closer.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Still unsure as to what it could be. Probably more than likely nothing. It's probably just like dying war stars. Not my luck anyway. So yeah, we're finding nothing.
System scan complete. Fuel scooping.
Shit.
Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
On my way to that thing. I hope.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Fuel scooping complete.
It's at 12. Let's see, where's my next jump point in this course? So that's where I'm not there, so could have been looking at you. Ah, I bet it is you I'm looking at. God damn it. Well, at least now I've got a route unavailable. Well, 2k out as well. Nah, all good.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh shit, not yet. Can I do this?
System scan complete. Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Wait, what? Oh,
System scan complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Presidential candidates hold
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
live debate. Vice President Jerome Archer, Shadow President Felicia Winters, and entrepreneur Zachary Rackham have exchanged political views in a live debate. The Republican, Liberal, and Independent candidates came together for an event that was broadcast across all federal media networks. The event provided a
Fuel scooping. Fuel
platform
scooping
to outline
complete.
each candidate's manifestos for voters and engage in discourse on key issues. The debate began smoothly, but did not continue in that vein as the three strong personalities clashed just a few questions in. Shortly after the broadcast, ICE channels began circulating a particularly popular segment in response to a question about federal policy on public safety. Archer, vigilance will be our watchword, and I aim to continue President Hudson's excellent record on security. Rackham. Oh, is that a fact? Lost
System scan complete.
any megaships recently? Jerome. Archer. It's
Frameshift drive charging.
hardly appropriate for me to comment on an ongoing FIA investigation. Although I realize that appropriate may not be part of Mr. Rackham's vocabulary. Winters, perhaps it is appropriate.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Mr. Vice President, when the Dedekind situation is a direct result of your party's repressive policies on religious expression. Rackham. Whoa there, Mom. Is it any less repressive than all the tax hikes your fanciful friends will bring in? Winters. Our marginal
System scan complete. Fuel
increases in
scooping.
taxation,
Fuel scooping complete.
mostly aimed at interstellar corporations, will result in significant reinvestment. Rackham. Listen, hear me out. What our people need, what they deserve, is to pay zero civil taxes. That's right, no tax at all. What's more, I'll make sure the government co-funds every single business enterprise,
Frameshift drive charging.
large or small. Winters. And after the economy collapses, how will you achieve that? By selling off the treasure you stole during your pirate days? Rackham. Now
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
that's cold even for you, Ems Winters. Firing off ICE rumors is not a good look on an elected official. Despite impressive viewing figures, many political commentators considered it to be unnecessarily personal and portraying the Federation in a poor light. A second debate is being scheduled, which promises to address these criticisms through close moderation.
Fuel scooping.
An audience
Fuel scoop disengaged.
with the Preceptor. The Order of the Far God has reached out to Sajin A, offering information on the possible fate of the Dedekind. The megaship was due to transport members of the True Chapters sect from the Poponcha system to the Alliance-governed Malag system, but made a hyperspace jump ahead of schedule and disappeared. The Federal Intelligence Agency has interrogated cult members still waiting in federal prison cells, but reportedly obtained no useful information. Days later, Aegis was directly contacted by chapters of the Order within Independence Space. They volunteered to discuss the Dedekind, but only with Sajin A, whom they refer to as the Preceptor for her ability to interpret to the Thargoid hive mind. After meeting Thargod representatives at a secure location, Sajin A made a public statement. The meeting wasn't as productive as the FIA hoped. I asked the cultists for information, but they wouldn't stop jabbering about their religion. They wanted me to share divine commandments from the Titans, and kept asking when the Far God would arrive to
System scan complete.
cleanse the galaxy. I'll always be grateful to these people for rescuing me a
Frameshift drive charging.
few months ago, but it's hard work convincing them I'm not a prophet. During the brief period I got them talking about the Dedekind, they admitted knowing nothing about a True Chapter's scheme to retake the megaship.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
And they certainly have no clue where it is now. The meeting was mostly a waste of time. One thing was possibly useful, though. Apparently, the interiors of Far God megaships are remodeled to make them deliberately confusing for heretics. Corridors like insect tunnels, rooms turned into hive cells,
Fuel scooping.
that sort of thing. When I told them the FIA had already examined
Fuel scoop disengaged.
the ship's layout while it was in custody, one cultist argued they hadn't found the secret doors. They explained how Theta 7 failed to get the hyperdrive working after he gained control of the Sacrosanct, and claimed the crew of that ship rigged the thing with traps. Maybe that's how the FIA agents lost control of the Dedekind. Aegis receives Titan materials for Xeno research. Pilots Federation alert. Aegis and Azimuth Biotech have concluded rival campaigns to deliver tissue samples harvested from the Thargoid Titans. Titan tissue samples were obtained from the surfaces of the Thargoid capital ships using research limpets and brought back to human space by daring pilots. Dr. Maximo Fonseca, the Allied scientific liaison to Aegis, delivered a congratulatory message. It takes a special kind of pilot to travel through the maelstroms and fly across the surfaces of these enormous motherships, but it seems such courage is not in short supply. The samples we received will undergo scientific testing by Allied, Federal and Imperial specialists. We are confident that they will shed light on the Titan's capabilities and the technologies used in their construction. A parallel campaign by Azimuth Biotech also received deliveries of Titan-based materials.
Frameshift drive charging.
The number of shipments were notably fewer than those provided to Aegis. Observers have labeled this outcome as encouraging for Aegis's reputation, with the Tri-Superpower initiative failing to attract contributors.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Away from private corporate interests in the past. Pilots who contributed on behalf of Aegis can collect their rewards from Weiberg Station in the Kiosk-Gerber system. Supporters of Azimuth Biotech can do likewise from Stiebler City in the German system. Disappearance of the Dedicant. The Dedicant has disappeared.
Fuel scooping.
Poponcha, just a few hours after thousands of Thargoid cultists boarded the megaship
Fuel scoop disengaged.
with a federal escort. The cultists were due for transfer aboard the vessel from Federal to Allied space, where amnesty has been offered by Prime Minister Mann. In exchange
Frameshift drive charging.
for their release, the True Chapter sect agreed to unlock access to its secretive databanks and sacred texts prior to departure. The Dedicant instead initiated a hyperspace jump ahead of schedule.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Failing to arrive in the Malak system as planned. The Federal Navy and the Allied Defense Force both deployed search parties along the route between systems. Their initial reports stated that no signals were detected and have found no evidence that the Dedicant was intercepted or destroyed. The megaship's current location and status remain unknown. Executive Agent Jalen Locke of the Federal Intelligence
Fuel scooping.
Agency issued a press statement. We have completely lost contact with the FIA security teams controlling the Dedicant. This is of grave concern, considering there are thousands of Thargoid worshipping criminals aboard. We are operating under the assumption that the cultists somehow overpowered our people and absconded with the megaship. Dr. Alfred Ulyanov, a leading expert on the Order of the Thargod, also spoke to the media. The True Chapters are undoubtedly more proactive than the Thargod orthodoxy, but their nature remains essentially fatalistic. This makes it hard to imagine them taking on armed FIA agents in combat. It seems more likely that a third party was involved, although we cannot discount the possibility that the Dedicant's original owners found a way to divert its course through hyperspace. Aegis and Azimuth compete for Titan samples. Pilots Federation alert. Requests for tissue samples obtained from the Thargoid Titans have been made by Aegis and Azimuth Biotech. Leon Banerjee, science correspondent for Vox Galactica, reported on the rival initiatives. The Titans offer a tremendous opportunity for xenological research, but carry equally significant risks. These involve passing through the Maelstrom's caustic clouds and energy barriers, avoiding Thargoid patrols, and escaping with tissue samples intact. Only the most determined pilots would undertake such missions, and the two leading anti-Xeno organizations seek to attract these individuals with considerable payouts. There are numerous unique materials identified so far. In this
System scan complete.
campaign, both Aegis and Azimuth Biotech are looking to acquire a large stock of tissue samples. These are recovered using research limpets at various points on the Titan's architecture, acquired from minor flaws in the Titan's highly protective outer layers. Ships outfitted with a pulse-wave xenoscanner and research limpet controller, or a suitable multi-limpet controller, can collect these materials. Aegis has developed its caustic sink launcher and Thargoid pulse neutralizer to pass through the Maelstrom, and will look to use further xenological resources in additional advancements. Azimuth Biotech, meanwhile, has vowed to use samples to develop cutting-edge military countermeasures to Thargoid aggression. Pilots signed up to the Aegis initiative can deliver any Titan tissue samples to Wyberg Station in the Kioskerba system. Meanwhile, Azimuth supporters can deliver samples to Stibula City in the Juraman system. Thargod's deportation program approved. The Federation has agreed to the expulsion of all adherents of the Order of the Thargod to the Alliance. Prime Minister Zachary Hudson issued a statement alongside the government decision. Any ideology that worships the Thargoids is destructive and treasonous, especially now we are at war with that species. I believe that rather than waste taxpayers' money keeping these deluded individuals incarcerated, the Federation is better off without them. This morning I accepted Prime Minister Mahon's proposal. All former citizens known to have pledged themselves to this toxic religion will be transported beyond our borders and into the care of the Alliance. Security services have prioritized the True Chapter's cultists currently imprisoned in the Poponcha system, labeling them as high risk compared to orthodox Thargod followers. They will be escorted to Alliance space aboard the Dedicant, having agreed to provide full access to the megaship's databanks and the Order's sacred texts for federal assessment. The Dedicant will then collect cultists held in other federal penal facilities, ferrying them to Allied systems. Political correspondent Sophia Trevino wrote an opinion piece for the Federal Times. Could there be an ulterior motive to this unexpected decision by the President? Perhaps Hudson is mindful of his legacy, with his term of office approaching its end. By tempering his strongman reputation with a degree of leniency, he can better portray himself as a firm but fair leader in the Federation's history.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Azimuth refocuses on Titan research. Studying the Thargoid Titans has become a priority for Azimuth Biotech, which is keen to learn more about the alien motherships. Director Xavier Russo, head of the corporation's bioscience division, was interviewed by the Tech Industry ICE channel on /Off's
Frameshift drive charging.
The Thargoid Titans present us with a range of exciting unknowns. What technologies were involved in their construction? We do not know. What exactly is a Titan's hull comprised of? We cannot tell. How do the glowing openings on its superstructure work? We are not certain. Do they perform the same function as our docking bays? We can only speculate. How can we find these answers? By analyzing whatever fragments and residues can be obtained directly from the Titans themselves. What military breakthroughs will result? What scientific marvels could be unlocked? What commercial opportunities might arise? We at Azimuth Biotech will discover all this and more. An editorial in the scientific journal The Empirical commented, Aegis is leading the way on researching the Thargoid capital ships, as is to be expected. But even a cross-superpower agency does not have a monopoly on xenology. Azimuth, the organization that once eclipsed Aegis entirely, remains determined to avoid falling under its rival's shadow. Many other corporate and academic entities are also devoting resources to analyzing the Titans. We are witnessing a kind of scientific gold rush, a race to mine nuggets of knowledge from these mysterious ships, one that carries a significant risk to the pilots wielding the tools. Alliance offers amnesty for Thargod cultists. The Alliance Assembly has submitted an appeal for clemency to Federal Congress for followers of the Order of the Thargod.
Frameshift drive charging.
The Thargoid-worshipping faith was outlawed by the Federation in October 3308 after a failed initiative in the Poponcha system to outfit a megaship named the Dedicant. Every member
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
of the True Chapter's sect on board was arrested and stripped of citizenship, with FIA agents rounding up known collaborators in subsequent days. This was in accordance with the federal constitution, which forbids supporting enemies of the state, which the Thargoids are legally classified as. As
System scan complete.
part of the request, Prime Minister Edmund Mahon stated, "The Alliance upholds the principles of religious tolerance, and our systems are free to develop their own laws regarding faith. This means we have always welcomed the Order of the Far God, regardless of its controversial
Fuel scooping.
nature. While many disagree with the Order's message, their members are typically pacifists who have never sought to inflict harm on others. Therefore, we propose that the Federation
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift
deports all
drive
Far God
charging.
worshippers to Alliance space rather than imprison them. This could be quickly negotiated as a limited extension of existing extradition treaties. As a security measure, adherents of
4, 3, 2, 1.
True chapters and other Far God sects would be routinely checked for evidence of illegal activity, but they would otherwise be free to settle on allied worlds and establish new communities. Political journalist Vanya Driscoll reported for the Alliance Tribune. In the midst of the Thargoid War, some will view this offer as bordering
Fuel scooping.
on traitorous. But Mahn is grasping a high-profile opportunity to distinguish the Libertarian Alliance from an increasingly authoritarian
Fuel scoop disengaged.
federation. If this gesture helps convince independent systems to seek allied membership, the political gain could far outweigh the potential risk. The Emperor's ire. Emperor Arisa Lavany Duval has responded to criticism from Hadrian Duval regarding her decision to contribute to Aegis. During a public address at the opening of a naval research and development complex on Akanar, the Emperor stated, "For the avoidance of doubt, my decree to halt interaction with the Alliance and the Federation remains in effect. Whatever advancements in weaponry or defense are made at these impressive facilities, they will be used exclusively by the Imperial Navy to protect Imperial citizens. Aegis's status as an independent agency makes it a legal exception under the Cornelius Lasky Convention. Only
System scan complete.
a small fraction of the Empire's military expenditure is being devoted to Aegis's anti-Xeno forces. As for Hadrian Duval, some
Frameshift drive charging.
may recall when his Nova Imperium extremists once threatened to trigger wide-scale civil unrest. I chose to spare him from the fate of his co-conspirators, something Princess Aisling argued for with the same passion
4, 3, 2, 1.
as she showed for the Aegis project. Unless Hadrian wishes to test my weak spirit further, I strongly advise him to keep such thoughts private in future. The altercation between Duvals triggered some debate in the Senate, with Senator Petra Torval arguing that the Emperor clearly viewed Hadrian Duval as an enemy of the Empire. The matter was settled by a statement from Chancellor Anders Blaine. The Treaty of Paris binds all former members of Nova Imperium as subjects of the throne. Her Majesty has delivered a reminder that Hadrian Duval is not officially a prince of the royal family, but is nevertheless considered a loyal ally for as long as it pleases the Emperor. Pulsewave Xeno scanner now available. Pilots Federation alert. An initiative in RAB has enabled Aegis to begin manufacturing a module that gathers data about the Titans. Deliveries of ceramic composites, polymers, gallium and indium were immediately put to use mass-producing the Pulsewave Xeno scanner. Distribution is underway and rescue ships have already begun stocking the module. Professor Albert Tesreau, head of Aegis, released a statement. The Thargoid Titans represent not only the greatest threat to humanity, but also the greatest scientific opportunity in a generation. Learning more about these enormous constructs could be crucial to our understanding of the Thargoid
System scan complete.
species, which I still believe is the only path to ending the war. A coalition
Frameshift drive charging.
for light. Federal and Imperial technicians worked around the clock to modify Professor Palin's Xeno scanner using pulse-wave technology. Thanks to the dedication of independent pilots in providing resources,
4, 3, 2, 1.
the new module has been made available in excellent time. Aegis has a keen interest in all information that can be gleaned about the Titans. I sincerely hope that the data we acquire will add to our scant knowledge about the Thargoids and lead to further discoveries. Rewards are now available at Muller Terminal in the RAB system for all those who transported supplies for this project. Hadrian Duval remarks on a weak emperor. An interview with Hadrian Augustus Duval has caused ripples in Imperial society for his direct criticism of Emperor Arisa Lavany Duval. Speaking to Parisen News Network, the former Nova Imperium leader discussed the Empire's commitment to Aegis. I have always known that the Empire is stronger alone, especially when protecting our people from the Thargoid hordes. Supposedly, Emperor Arisa felt the same until a visit from Princess Aisling turned her head. Suddenly her principles were cast aside, and our valuable resources pledged to more foreign military projects. I can only wonder when the Emperor became so easily swayed. Was it during her
System scan complete.
year in captivity? Did all that time in suspended animation drain her resolve?
Frameshift drive charging.
We cannot afford to allow the Empire to be governed by someone with a weak spirit. Our citizens deserve a strong, determined ruler. Gudrun Vesterkor, Royal Correspondent for the Imperial...
4, 3, 2, 1.
Hill Herald commented, "The anticipated friction between the Duval cousins has now become a reality. Hadrian clearly took great offense at how swiftly Aisling engineered an exception to the Empire's isolationist policies. But openly denigrating Her Majesty is a dangerous game, especially from the young revolutionary who once attempted to usurp her throne. Meanwhile, Princess Aisling has thrown herself into the role of overseeing the Imperial contribution to Aegis. Court insiders claim that she spends much of her time with military experts, absorbing
Frameshift drive charging.
information about the Thargoid conflict. Regularly communications with her opposite numbers in the Alliance and Federation have become part of the daily routine. Some still see this as a high-profile PR
4, 3, 2, 1.
exercise on her part, but others wonder if Aisling might become the wartime leader the Empire needs. Skeptics who believe she lacks the strategic talents necessary to succeed may yet find themselves surprised by her apparent enthusiasm for Aegis's work. Thargoid War Update. May 3000.
System scan complete.
309. Vox Galactica's Jade Sandelin reports on the discovery of the Titans and new Thargoid craft both in space and on occupied worlds. The true scale of the challenge facing humanity became evident this month, when we finally learned what was within the Maelstroms. It has long been
Frameshift drive charging.
theorized that the Thargoids had motherships of some kind, but few were prepared for the shocking reality of the Titans squatting at the center of the corrosive clouds like bloated spiders in their webs. I can't be the only one whose guts knotted with fear when I first saw those floating monstrosities. The Maelstroms also revealed a new type of Thargoid vessel, the aggressive Glaive-class Hunter. Resembling multi-bladed throwing knives, these quickly drew blood as they hurled viciously into our midst. There are reports of glaives sighted within
Frameshift drive charging.
systems that have fallen to the Thargoid invasion fleets, interdicting any ship that crosses their path. Further surprises were to come within those systems when ground troops became stalked by heavily armed
4, 3, 2, 1.
drones. The Revenants, as they have been named, seem to be actively defending abandoned settlements from human intruders. Again, this contributes to the impression that the Thargoids desire a permanent presence on our worlds. On a positive note, Aegis's forthcoming pulse wave xenoscanner should prove instrumental in gathering data about the Titans. A well-received public address by Professor Albert Tesreau cemented the significance of Aegis in the war, despite Azimuth Biotech's CEO Torben Raidmaker somewhat predictably criticizing it as self-congratulatory hot air.
Frameshift drive charging.
With such technological breakthroughs and fierce resistance on the front line, there's a long way to go before the Thargoids can lay claim to the core systems. This is Jade Sandelin for Vox Galactica. Stay safe out there. Presidential
Frameshift drive charging.
candidates hold live debate. Vice President Jerome Archer, Shadow President Felicia Winters, and entrepreneur Zachary Rackham have exchanged political views in a live debate. The
4, 3, 2, 1.
Republican Liberal and independent candidates came together for an event that was broadcast across all federal media networks. The event provided a platform to outline each candidate's manifestos for voters and engage in discourse on key issues. The debate began smoothly, but did not continue in that vein as the three
System scan complete.
personalities clashed just a few questions in. Shortly after the broadcast, ICE channels began circulating a particularly popular segment in response to a question about federal policy on public safety. Archer, vigilance will be our watchword, and I aim to continue President Hudson's excellent record on security.
Frameshift drive charging.
Rackham. Oh, is that a fact? Lost any megaships recently? Jerome. Archer. It's hardly appropriate for me to comment on an ongoing FIA investigation.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Although I realize that appropriate may not be part of Mr. Rackham's vocabulary. Winters, perhaps it is appropriate, Mr. Vice President, when the Dedicant situation is a direct result of your party's repressive policies on religious expression. Rackham. Whoa there, Mom. Is it any less repressive than all the tax hikes your fanciful friends
Fuel scooping.
bring in? Winters. Our marginal increases in taxation, mostly aimed at interstellar corporations, will result in significant reinvestment. Rackham. Listen, hear me out. What our people need, what they deserve, is to pay zero civil taxes. That's right, no tax at all. What's more, I'll make sure the government co-funds every single business enterprise, large or small. Winters. And after the economy collapses,
Damn, I've
how
already
will you
covered,
achieve that?
24
By
and
selling off
divided.
the treasure you stole during your pirate days?
I'm on a
Rackham.
race, dude.
Now that's cold even for you, Ems Winters. Firing off ICE rumors is not a good look on an elected official. Despite impressive viewing figures, many political commentators considered it to be unnecessarily personal and portraying the Federation in a poor light. A second debate is being scheduled, which promises to address these criticisms through
Fuel scooping complete.
close moderation. An audience with the Preceptor. The author
Frameshift drive charging.
of the Far God has reached out to Sajin A, offering information on the possible fate of the Dedicant. The megaship was due to transport members of the True Chapters sect from the Poponcha system to the Alliance government.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Monarch system, but made a hyperspace jump ahead of schedule and disappeared. The Federal Intelligence Agency has interrogated cult members still waiting in federal prison cells, but reportedly obtained no useful information. Days later, Aegis was directly contacted by chapters of the Order within Independence Space. They volunteered to discuss
Fuel scooping.
the Dedicant, but only with Sajin A, whom they refer to as the Preceptor for her ability to interpret to the thumb.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Guide Hive 1.
Frameshift drive charging.
After meeting Far God representatives at a secure location, Sajin A made a public statement. The meeting wasn't as productive as the FIA hoped. I asked the cultists for
4, 3, 2, 1.
information, but they wouldn't stop jabbering about their religion. They wanted me to share divine commandments from the Titans, and kept asking when the Far God would arrive to cleanse the galaxy. I'll always be grateful to these people for rescuing me a few months ago, but it's hard work convincing them I'm not a prophet. During the brief period I got them talking about the Dedicant,
Fuel scooping.
they admitted knowing nothing about a True Chapter's scheme to retake the megaship. And they certainly have no clue where it is now. The meeting
Fuel scoop disengaged.
was mostly a waste of time. One thing was possibly useful, though. Apparently, the interiors of Far God megaships are remodeled to make
Frameshift drive charging.
them deliberately confusing for heretics. Corridors like insect tunnels, rooms turned into hive cells, that sort of thing. When I told them the FIA had already examined the ship's layout while it was
4, 3, 2, 1.
custody, one cultist argued they hadn't found the secret doors. They explained how Theta 7 failed to get the hyperdrive working after he gained control of the Sacrosanct and claimed the crew of that ship rigged the thing with traps. Maybe that's how the FIA agents lost control of the Dedicant. Aegis receives Titan materials for
Fuel scooping.
no research. Pilots Federation alert. Aegis and Azimuth Biotech have
Frameshift drive charging.
concluded rival campaigns to deliver tissue samples harvested from the Thargoid Titans. Titan tissue samples were obtained from the
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. System scan complete. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. System scan complete. Fuel scooping. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. System scan complete. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. System scan complete. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one, engage. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. System scan complete. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Request accepted.
Landing gear deployed.
Docking successful. Ship is secure. Welcome to this carrier, Commander.
Landing gear retracted.
Clamps disengaged. The launch underway.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. System scan complete. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. System scan complete. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, complete. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. System scan complete. Fuel scooping. Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1, engage. Fuel scooping. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one, engage. disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. System scan complete. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Drive charging. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. drive charging. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. System scan complete. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. charging. Four, three, two, one, engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one, engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one, engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one, engage. scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scooping. System scan complete. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one, engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one, engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one, engage. System scan complete. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one, engage. Fuel scooping. Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one, engage.
How's it going? Osman, what? US McNair 645. How's it going?
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged.
No worries, Nero. How are you doing? Well, I hope.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
ROG Ally. Alright, so ROG's Republic of Gamers, right? What's the Ally?
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged.
Yeah? I do not know. I do not know.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive
See, when
charging.
I try to type, I feel like lap miserable. Fucking hell, can't even speak either. So, yeah. English is my first language and I fuck up with it quite often.
Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Pretty new back to the PC seat. I got it on console for a while. Ah, well, they need to have something for the basis of it, right? Isn't Steam Deck based on Linux? And Windows 11 isn't that bad of an OS, really. I made the upgrade to 11 a couple of weeks back, and it's been pretty. It's SteamOS, that is, that is. But yeah, I upgraded to Windows 11 the other day. Well, about a week or two back now. It's not too bad, not too bad. I've got a pal that's got a Steam Deck, and he says he's quite happy with it. But the ROG Ally actually looks pretty cool. Specs seem pretty nice of it, to be fair. That's cool. I know the Steam Deck can play Elite. My pal, he plays Elite on his Steam Deck now and then. But yeah, that's actually pretty cool. Pretty cool. So what kind of library does? Well, so hold up. If it's running Windows 11, does that mean that you can get like Epic Launcher and stuff like that on it? Huh, that's pretty cool. It plays Elite better as well. That's pretty cool. It's always better to enhance your experience, right? Alliance medium security. Ooh. Hopefully there's a station in there. I can go and in this data. Got a few thousand light years worth of data to dump. A couple of first discoveries as well. So hopefully that'll bump up the old Explorer rank. The screen on the Ally's better as well. Nice. Well, what about storage wise? Does it run on SSDs or? Or does it have a 2.5 inch drive in back of it? I'm going to run the assumption at that price it's going to be running SSDs. Noctis Harbour and AoE Lady of the Lake. Well, none of y'all were interested. Oh, not bad. So look here. But 512 SSD, Gen 4, not bad, not bad. Read writes on that will be crazy high then. You can use an SD card as well. Not bad. Especially it says that the size of SD cards nowadays are getting crazy, so. Fair dudes. So all round it's just better than Steam Deck then. Basically the gist I'm getting here. 32 jumps. Okay. Oh, it only came out last week. Ah, fair dues then. GG's on getting your hands on one then before scalpers. Unless you are a scalper, then boo. But no, nice. If it only came out last week though, guarantee there's gonna be some bug with it somewhere. There's always a bug. $1,500 on an XG mobile for it. Man, I feel such an old man right now. Google is my savior. Holy fuck. Alright. Alright, that's actually pretty cool. Oh, thanks for the follow. But yeah, that thing's actually pretty cool. Fucking 40 series mobile, fucking GPU. Crazy. Pretty cool though. Yeah, well, as long as you love it, right? That's all that matters. I can remember a time when games were released, and that were it. If there were a bug, there were a bug. Fucking, there weren't no day one patches or anything like that. Just a bug in your game. With my XG mobile, it lets me play Elite on Ultra with 60 FPS and 4K. Now that's pretty fucking cool. That's pretty goddamn cool. I'm currently running Radeon RX 480. Fucking handles well enough for what I want it to. I just thought about it. So I literally spent about 200 less building my entire system than the console, the handheld. That's insane. But at the same time, that thing's pretty fucking cool. Its display is well above mine. I've only got a I can play Elite on 1080 around 45. Not bad. Not bad at all. I don't know what I get on this because I've got a 60 Hz monitor, so I'm not exactly going to be able to see what I can push out of this really. You can get 60 frames. Woo! No, it looks smooth as shit for me, so I'm not bothered. Yeah. Come on, give me a random station out here so I can get fucking friendly with the random faction there. So, do you play, oh, I'm about to ask you a really stupid question then. Or about to ask if you played Elite. Pounds as in, money or weight? We use, grams and, kilograms here. But, money-wise, yeah, pounds. Yeah, money, yeah, pound, yeah. Let's go. 30.2 light years. What is my actual jump range for this shit? Let's have a gander. 32.54. Okay. Ooh, can I actually no point. Damn. Although if you think about it, you're not going to need to get another handheld for a while, are you? That thing will be able to run emulations like no tomorrow. I've got my PC built to last me a bit. I shouldn't need to upgrade it for a while now. Maybe the graphics card eventually, but I'm quite happy with what the current specs are. The Ally costs £549.12p. Christ. It's almost a month's rent for me, that. Come on, Sally, yeah, let's jump a bit more. Come on. The Ally has an AMD Zen 4 8-core 1630 CPU. that is pretty good, to be fair though. I've got a 6-core 12-thread Ryzen 5 5600. And CPU and that thing's better than what I got in my tower. Crazy. Yeah, right. It is pretty OP for the handheld. Guarantee you people are going to be using them for mining some way or other. And the GPU has an 8.4 teraflops of power. TS. Is it teraflops? Higher than the 1070 Ti. Not bad. Not bad at all. It's a pretty decent GPU, that though. Come on, I just want a really random station. And VRAM's its only weakness. Wow, how much does it have in it, like? Yeah, but the drivers will be optimized. They'll be optimized eventually. It's normally the case, right? About a month out, base optimization comes into play. Give it like 6 months and it's good to go. All kinks flattened out. As long as people report the issues, then they'll get sorted bit by bit. A bit like with FDev, they'll fix something and then break everything else. Can't fault them though, this shit with Thargoids has been a bit mental. Yeah, well, I get you. But it's the same with everything though, isn't it? Some things just work right, and some stuff needs work. But it's just what it is. It's the experience that matters really. And if you are enjoying your experience with it, then who gives a damn what anybody else thinks, right? If you're enjoying it, then why would you care what anybody else thinks? They'll probably hate on you because you're jealous anyway. Oh, they're jealous, should I say? Oh man, I wish I could have one. So if you don't mind me asking, which part of the States are you from? East, west, mid? East Coast, nice. A 12900K and a 3080 Ti, very nice. Very, very nice. 12900K gets hot though, right? You got a water cooler on it or air? I'm just running stock cooler for fucking that minute. Beautiful. Bet it looks amazing. I love custom jobs. Some of them look pretty fucking pretty sweet. Rapture, how are you doing? I considered doing that with mine, but I thought it'd be too much work for my first build. Well, it seems like you had come to chat at right time then. I have pretty much zero clue on doing custom pipes and shit for the water cooling the system. I can imagine it's worth it because your system will be a lot cooler. Have you got it? Have you got everything cooled like RAM? Not your RAM, fucking CPU, GPU. Because I've seen some crazy shit with people people having their RAM water cooled as well. Bit mad, if you ask me. Very nice. And for what you're running as well, that's crazy. Well, maybe, but if you're gonna go in, you're gonna go big or go home, right? Excuse me. So I'm just running air cooling on my CPU. Same with the GPU. And the GPU is currently at 53 degrees, while my CPU is sat at 70. No, if you're happy with it, that's all that really matters. Again, who cares? It needs to be aesthetically pleasing to the user, right? Not to everybody else. Part of running house, he said, "Fuck it." Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I've been thinking about that for my CPU. I started hosting a DayZ server, and I noticed my CPU just peaks at about 80 Celsius and just sits there. Don't get any higher. But under load, it pops up between 70 and 80 Celsius. So I have been thinking about getting more sufficient cooling for it. But I'm not gonna lie, water cooling makes me a little bit nervous. Was it pre-built or did you build it yourself? You know, if you had a desktop version of what your laptop is, you consider water cooling. I'm assuming that you got a pretty beastly laptop then. Nice. It's always better when you build them yourself. Your desktop is custom. Sweet. Mine's just pretty fucking basic, to be fair. Pretty basic. I mean, I got the glass side panel, so I can see into it. I think that's a nice touch on chassis design. Jesus. Yeah, that would be very warm in a in a tower. Well, you get a complete different feel to it, don't you, after you build it yourself? It's strange. It's like a sense of accomplishment in a sense, I guess. Gives you a nice vibe. Rogue are pretty cool though. They put out some pretty like some pretty stuff. Put out some extreme stuff as well. Like I say from experience, Asus is very good at keeping the high performance parts cool, though the cost of kicking out a lot of heat. I mean, as long as that heat's not building up on your parts and creating a thermal throttle, you're alright, right? Just make sure nothing's covering the vents. That's crazy. 2 PCs, ROG, with the ROG Mobile and your desktop. I just got 2 desktops, main one and one I use for a little one so you can watch stuff on it. Yeah, can imagine. Come on, Sally, give me a system with a station. Come on. Daddy needs to hand in some data. Come on, station, I fucking need you. Come on. Come on, station. Yeah, I'm almost back anyway. Completely forgot where I was going, to be honest. God damn it. Well, not any specific. No, I'm just. I've been out for. I think I went out yesterday, or either yesterday or the day before, out just to go collect some random data, try and get my Explorer rank up a little bit. And next thing I knew, I was about 4,000 light years away. So I started making my way back. About 3k out even. I think. I don't fucking know anymore. Yeah, about 2800 to about 3k out. So I'm heading my way back. I'm 7 jumps out from Kuhn, so I should be able to find a stay station, and I'm pretty sure there were one. It's either that or it's where my mate left his carrier. So if that's the case, I'm pretty sure he has. I'll lose 25%. I've been out to Colonia. It's pretty fucking cool actually. I made the mistake of kitting out an Anaconda with a load of fuel tanks, thinking that would do me good. And don't get me wrong, I got great mileage, but I were only getting 17 some light years, and I got about a third of the way back. Got myself caught on a white dwarf, and it fucked me up, and it took me all the way back to Colonia. So I started my journey again. It took me about a week to get back. Fucking never making that mistake again. 17 light years in a Conda, fucking completely tanked out with fuel tanks. uh, I think I do pretty well. Just fly into Colonia this time. We went with my pal's carrier, Commander Dreadbeard, and it took us a while to get out there. Just using carrier jumps, that is. But it was great for grabbing some exploration data while we was out there. Luckily, I've experience with long haul trips and partially engineered Anaconda. Nice, very nice. I'd still class myself as a noob at all this, to be honest. But I like to travel great distances. Tried getting to Andromeda Galaxy once. Didn't realise how futile of a trip that were until so that was pretty far out. Stars were thinning out good and proper. Good fun though. There's one system I want to find again, but I highly doubt I'm ever gonna fucking find it, to be fair. Without many, there's like 400 billion stars in in the game or some shit. Likelihood of me finding it are pretty slim to none. Jump Conda 72 light years. Nice. No, it's not. It's not possible to go to Andromeda. But I've embarked twice upon that journey to attempt to get there whilst drunk. So at that time, I believed I could. But yeah. Good fun though. You get to see some interesting systems out there. Yeah, temperature my ass. I'm alright, see? We're good. Yours is around 30, but that's when it's way down with a ton of armor. Yeah. I need to get my ship fully engineered, to be honest. In Python at the minute. I've got a Krite as well as, well, I've got a few ships, but I think my Krite Mark II is the most engineered ship, and that's for guide popping, and I'm not even that good at that. I'm okay at it, but I can take scouts down easy, but they're easy as fuck. It's the glaives. The glaives get me. Ugh, don't like the glaives. As I edge closer still to civilization, my butthole puckers further and further. It's not seeing Thargoid, so I'm happy. Fucking T10. Can imagine it now. I started this journey when I was 32 years old, and I made it to Colonia. Fucking hell. That would definitely be a journey and a half. I mean, I guarantee you're going to get a shed load of first discoveries if you were to do that there. Amount of systems that people completely jumped out because they decided not to set economic, and they just went fastest jump possible. I genuinely can't wait till I hand this data and see if I get to, that is. No my luck, I'll get blown up. Knowing my luck with FDev, even. FDev seems to taken a disliking to this. Come on, English. What the fuck's going on? FDev seemed to have taken a mass disliking to me, from what I've seen. Last time I tried penetrating the Goid fart cloud, fucking, I got hyper-addicted every time, then interdicted, then dropped, interdicted, dropped, interdicted, dropped. My mate, on the other hand, just flying there peacefully, nothing was bothering him. Honest to God, felt like I was being targeted directly. See, I'm a little bit of a hater on the AFK builders, but only in the sense of if they don't already know how to fucking do combat, you know. So if they don't know how to do combat and then they go and well, fucking this system's useless. God damn it. Ugh. My God. I'm so close to the shit show. Oh, why did I come out here? Should be good with Alias, right? Rescue ship. Stations! It's a bit fucking weird, so. Okay, I guess. Oh, 4.6k out. Oh, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Vista Genomics, they're the guys that are handing the what? Route unavailable, chat shit. There's a rescue ship in Altair. In fact, my Anaconda is primary combat ship, which is why it's so weighed down with armor. Yeah, I've made many mistakes with my Anaconda. 6 jumps. Okay. Corvette for combat. As if for NPC combat, I were using Chieftain. Yeah, Chieftain. Then switched up for a Challenger. Quite enjoy the Challenger. But normally exploring in my DBX, but for some odd reason I ended up kitting this thing out. Yeah, I would a bit like that getting the Mbuni permit. It took me about 4 months to get it because I kept just getting sidetracked all the time. $72 light here on Jumper Condor. Nice. NLTT. Come on, give me a station. Or at least let me get to one so I don't fucking lose all this data. Excuse me. I really don't want to have a repeat of one of my last mass failures of data dump. Fucking, we're doing a stream years ago, and I was coming up to I think it were 48th hour. Started feeling real tired, and by the time it was coming up to I think it was like 56 hour, I started just properly dozing, feeling real rough, and fell asleep on approach to an asteroid base. My sensors were completely shot, so I just had no warnings or anything, just slammed into the side of it. Lost about 4,000, 5,000 light years worth of data, all because I dozed off. Weren't cool at all. I am debating on building a dedicated exploration ship, but my Anaconda is also capable of doing exploration. Well, you could just buy a second Conda. Look at me trying to fly to weird. It'll take me a few days, it seems. I don't even know what my Anaconda is currently kitted for. It's a ways out at the moment. I'm saving it for a carrier. Fair dues, fair dues. Carriers are cool, like, I'm not gonna lie. Also, like, hella expensive on the upkeep. Especially with the services also. I'm gonna make a smoke. Where is my target? There you are. Damn, you're not even that far out. Yeah, but I'm saving up for fleet carrier. Oh, I've just broke that. Yeah. But so yeah, wait, yeah. I had a fleet carrier on console. It were called Probe City. Tickled me quite a bit, but. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was talking to like one other person. Hey, huh? What? You? Me? I don't know. You got me all lost now. Vonneberg Cooperative. Well, hopefully they're gonna be cooperative with me. That is. You do you. Oh, here comes the payday. Woohoo! Hopefully I get a lot. I highly fucking doubt it though. Might bump me up to the next rank. Probably won't though. Gonna be stuck on Ranger forever. Let's go, Rangers! I don't know why I said that. landing pad 5. Oh. Okay. If you have the means to do so, go ahead. Fucking. If the experience is going to be better for you, then. Retrieving data. Fucking taking ages. 5 pages. Done. Nice. Terabyte SD card. Beautiful. Oh, I feel like I got screwed on that bunch, but maybe not. Though in all fairness, somebody could have actually beat me to it. There is that. $200 US. Damn. Nope, still Ranger. Barely budged. Contacts. Yeah. Well, exactly. A terabyte's still a terabyte end of the day. Still a shit ton of sugar jet. They did pay a shit. Try again. Shit. Fucking come on. Still a shit ton of space either way. Especially on an SD card anyway. That's kind of crazy. Disembark. Let's see if I can figure this shit out. Looks like I look straight at it as well. You jump further, you miss out on stuff. This place is nice though. Damn, 4 million bonus and 7.2 million bonus. Crazy. Let's see. God damn it. Alright. What the fuck's Frontline Solutions? Sure. No, because I don't have any fucking... or is it planetary? Is it on foot? Well, that's not what I thought it was then. Oh wait, there were a dropship on there. Oh, okay. Do you mind? This is where I find out I fucked up, right? Where do I board you, big bird? I'm back. Sweet. Wait, hold up, dropship. Does that mean I'm gonna get fired out at fucking... Oh, that was actually pretty cool if it does. Yeah, I've never done any of this before, so...
Frameshift drive charging.
This is gonna take forever, right? Oh no, now my ranger's rank moved a bit. It's time for Frosty, I think. Why the fuck not? And we're on the dark side. Great. Auto flight? This is gonna be fun. I don't even know which side I'm gonna be fighting. Am I gonna be attacking or am I gonna be defending? I really don't like the sound of this ship. Yeah, I'm getting ejected. Alright, that's cool. Look at me going wrong one. What a pleb. Ah, there we go. Fuck's sake. Well, thank you, NPC. Ah, fuck's sake. That will bounce out, alright. So, hold up, did I just lose all them combat bombs then? I'm a little confused now. Let's have a look. I mean, it's cool that we won, but now what? The fuck do I get out of here? Press A to call and return. There we go. I think with that though, I may actually call it a night. To everybody that tuned in, appreciate you. Thanks for the follows also. And hopefully I'll end up catching you on the flip side. Appreciate you dropping by. Catch you soon.